Assalamu alaikum everyone. So I will tell you a little bit about my revert story, how I went to that journey. So let's start. I was born in Portugal and very little I came here to Luxembourg and I was raised as a Catholic, so I was baptized. I went to church like Saturday and Sunday. Like I really liked, because it was a good thing that I felt good to be closer to God, but when I was really little, I didn't find it right what they do in the church. So all the time that I go, I had to go to ask money to people, and this I hated. I was very little, but I hated this. And I stopped going to the church. Then I just prayed at home by myself. And yeah, and my mom talked to us about Jesus, alayhi salam, and she talked about stories that she heard from her grandma and everything, so we really love it. But yeah, I never was thinking that in the church or also in school, I had also classes in school about Christianity, so I didn't understand that they were teaching the Trinity. I was thinking God is something and Jesus is something else, so I didn't really understand that they were teaching that. So I didn't believe in this. I just believed that Jesus, he was a really good man who could do really great things, and he just came to guide people, right? So yeah, this is what I was thinking. But then it was a time in my life that I start watching Indian movies like Bollywood, and there was one famous movie star, Shah Rukh Khan, and I really loved that person. It was really my favorite person on earth, and I start searching up everything about him. I was even in school and we had like 1 hour that we could search about anything in the computer, that we learn how to work with the computer. So I went and I searched about him and I find like an interview where that person who interviewed him, he was asking him questions like what's your favorite color and blah blah blah, and it came like a question, are you a Muslim? So he answered yes. And this was the first time that I heard the word Muslim. But I didn't know what it is. Like, I know that it's maybe a different religion, but I didn't really understand because I was really little. And then I said, okay, yeah, he's Muslim. I had that in my mind, but I didn't really care. So I just continue, but this was the first time that I came in contact with Islam, and this was that interview. And I had it really in my wall of the room, of my bathroom, the papers, because I printed and I had it in my wall, and there was really like that he answered he's a Muslim. And then after it continued, I went away from that and I didn't think really more about it. And yeah, after my second time where I came to know Islam, it was a few years ago when the refugees came to Luxembourg. I saw so many people with the headscarf. I find it really amazing, like really beautiful, because it's something else. I saw it in the church and it was like 1 or 2 old women. They were wearing a headscarf, but it was just that headscarf that you put like this, and it's just like to cover a little bit, you know. It's not really. And the nuns, yeah, and the nuns. After when the refugees came, I was thinking about that and I was really like amazed about this. But then I started searching more about the wars, why in Syria it was the war happening, and I wanted to know more about that. So I didn't think so much about Islam and I went away again. I didn't really focus on Islam, I went more to the war. So, but then after a few years ago, I met my husband. There it changed everything. I asked him directly, are you a Muslim? I don't know why I asked this. Really, I didn't even think about this, really. And then he said yes. And then he really loved Islam. So he started talking so much about Islam. And me, I was really interesting. Because of what? I was in a time where I was really lost in my life. I didn't know what to do anymore. I didn't know. I wanted to know. I all the time wanted to know why we are here, what is all this about, and what this can happen. Why is the nature so perfect? Why we are so perfect? Why animals exist? What everything about these things? And never someone could answer me this. So when I met my husband, he could explain me everything. every single thing, subhanallah, and answered me all the questions that I had about life and about the beliefs and everything. So, but there, I was trying to defend a little bit my faith that I had in that moment, that it was Christianity. But even though I didn't know so much about it, I didn't know so much about the Bible. I had one when I was really little. I had one from the school they gave to us with pictures and everything like this. So it was a little Bible for little kids. And I just remember what my mom told us and what it was in that little book. So I started to explain to my husband about Christianity, and he knows more than me. At the time, we were discussing all the time about it. So I asked him about Islam, he gave me answers, and me, I tried to defend a little bit my religion. Then I started knowing that Islam is the only way, and it's the truth. So I start wanting to learn more and also more by myself. And then I came to the conclusion that it's really simple, clear, and I love it. I love it. It made me really feel like I am something in this life and I'm here for something. And this is the only way that I can accomplish that mission that I have here. And this is through Islam. Subhanallah, alhamdulillah. After a few months, I became a Muslim. Alhamdulillah, I did my shahada with my husband. And the day after, I got married. Alhamdulillah.